Good afternoon, everyone. It is Thursday. It's Ascension Day. I've collected lots of rainwater today. I'm very excited. I'm just lighting some Palo Santo here. We're just going to clear the air and get started on our reading. Well, we're going to do a message more so today. I might pull some cards. You know me. What we're looking at today, Spirit's been on this kick about resting. So I think we're going to talk about that a little bit more, enjoying our rest periods. But today, Spirit really wanted to talk to the people that are really kind of having a hard time and that are kind of still stuck in their shadow or feel like they're maybe stuck at the beginning of their journey of such. Those are the people that we're going to talk to here today, more so. Okay. Just a little, like I said, we're going to bring in our good spirits, our ancestors, for the highest guard, the divine, our angels of the highest white light. Bring those in for our highest regard to be with us and deliver these messages here to the collective today. We're going to remove any evil spirits, any negativity, any people that don't want to be here, negative entities that should not be here. You are asked to leave right now. You're not asked, you're commanded. We don't ask over here, we command. We take things into our own hands, right? Ooh, that goes right into the message today. See, Spirit starts channeling even like from the very get-go. All right? We take matters into our own hands. Yes, that's what Spirit's wanting us to talk about today anyways. When I first became like a spiritual, I'll say leader, right? Spiritual leader. I don't really like to consider myself a teacher because even though I do teach, I feel like my teaching methods are a little unconventional. I teach by what I do, okay? I don't teach by, do what I say, right? No, I teach by literally how I live. If you come to my house, if you see me, if you, I would put the camera around my room right now, but it's a little messy, but here, look, I'm going to show you guys how I live, literally. Cards here. Okay, there's pillows and stuff on the couch there, but anyways, cards right here, cards right here. Look where Draco's at, my cat, right next to him, bead kits, books. This is real life for me. This is how I live, okay? Over here, we got one of my altars, okay? And like I said, that's one. This is literally a way of life for me. This isn't an act for you all. So when I say I don't teach, it's because I didn't take this role for like people to look up to me or anything like that. I don't, and I know so much more than others that it's easy to get caught up in that, right? Especially when we're healing from codependencies and things like that. It's easy just to be like, oh, and hang on to some person's every word. What I think, what I matter, what I say does not fucking matter. I can't stress that so much to you guys. I put it throughout my book, Restore, Rejuvenate, Inspire, which I'm actually revamping right now. I guess, revising, as I say. I'm doing a second edition. But literally, I put that throughout my book. What I think, what I feel in your life, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now, what I will teach, though, I do teach like proper methods. I do teach you different ways before you get into energy healing, spiritual work, hoodoo, any type of workings, right? I will teach you how to use like your tools properly, how to care for your tools, how to set up your altars, which there's not too many rules on these things that I do because once again, it's free will. So, but I will teach you certain ways to keep yourself safe and protected once you start venturing out into the spiritual world, okay? And it's so human here, you guys. My hair is just frizzing. Anyways, that's not important. I was just looking at myself. But anyways, we're still gonna do this video. Okay, we're still gonna do this video, so that don't matter. I was looking for some chapstick though. Anyways, you guys, I'm sorry, I get distracted, right? And Spirit says that's what's happening to you guys. As you guys go on your paths, as you go on your journey, it's like you start and you stop again. You start and you stop again because you allow yourself so many distractions. And this is why I can't really teach you your journey because you have to be the one to cut those off because I don't even know what your distractions are. I don't care if we work together or not. I don't go so deep into people's lives because to me, certain things just don't matter. A lot of people get caught up in the what, the how, the who, like, oh, well, this person is the one who did that. It, like I said in another video, it really doesn't matter who does it. If someone's mistreating you, then it needs to be cut off. It doesn't matter how it comes in. If a thing is making you unhappy, it needs to be dismissed. Okay, it doesn't matter who. We get so caught up like, oh, well, he only did it once. Well, girl, that once is too much, especially if this is not a him thing, but an issue in your life thing, right? This is an issue that comes with no matter what friend it is, what family member it is. When they come in, they bring in all of these issues, all of these problems, right? And you're like, oh, I'm not going to take that anymore. I'm not going to let people walk all over me anymore. I'm not going to, I'm not going to let them do that or treat me like that anymore. But then, okay, so you cut that person off and then the next person comes in and you give them, 3 to 5 chances? See, it wasn't a him thing. It was this is an issue in your life thing, right? You setting boundaries, you using detachment, you getting stuck on people, you fixating on people. It's a you thing. It's an issue in your life that you've got to fix. Okay, so I can tell you all of the things to do. I'll definitely teach you about cleansings. I'm here to teach you about the differences between cleansing and sweetening. I'm here to teach you about different types of energy healings that you can use. I'll spit out so much because I use a lot. I'm very eclectic in my workings. But nothing that I spit out means that you have to go and do that. If I say, oh, do a carnation bath today, use your discernment. If it's not for you, then don't do it. If it doesn't resonate in your spirit, don't do it. Okay? I work for the collective, so spirit spits out a lot of things to me. I'm like my friend, like she said, I'm like a hub. So spirit will download a lot of information to me and I'm supposed to dismiss it or disperse it to the collective. And I do, but trust and believe I'm getting a lot of information and it's for a lot of different people. Last week I did a video and I got 3 different messages in the video so that was for 3 different groups of people. Well, that's cool, but you would be really hella confused if you try to follow all 3 bits of those information. So like I said, take what resonates with you and your spirit and just leave the rest. Okay, this isn't church. This isn't church. I'm not going to give you a certain scripture. I'm not going to give you a certain thing to do, and be like, oh, you have to do this, because you don't. I know people get confused as fuck by me because one day I'm a devotee of Kali, and that's not one day, that's always, okay? I'm a devotee of Kali, and then over here I'm talking about Jesus. Catch me on another day, I might be working with an Egyptian sun god. I may be receiving messages from the crossroads. Who knows where you're going to find me? So don't try to follow my path, is my point. I think that's my main point of this video. And it's not just me. Don't try to follow any leader's path, because the thing about your spiritual journey is it's your journey. And this is why people was so hush about spirituality back in the day. It's not about gatekeeping. It's not about, oh, we want to seem mystic and we don't want anyone to get into this world. That's not it. The reason we keep things hush is because the reason we keep things hush is to not thwart the newcomer's journey. It's not my job to tell you what to do. Sure, like I said, I can show you certain things. I can teach you about a lot of different things. But when it gets down to it, what resonates with you? Just because I do tarot don't mean you go do tarot. Just because I celebrate or believe in Jesus don't mean that you have to. If you believe in Allah, if you believe in whatever religion it is that you believe in. Okay, because there are plenty that practice energetically wise and practice hoodoo that also practice in their church. Okay? A lot of y'all grandmas practice hoodoo. There's not one shape to this. So yes, I will teach you basics. I will teach you things like eggshells can be used for protection. Salt can be used for cleansing and protection. You can bless your olive oil. I will teach you certain things. Holy water, it's pure. I will teach you certain things. But my job is not to say, go do this. No, that's your job. And your job is also, when I say certain things, to look it up. I'm an awakener. That's my favorite term for myself. I'm an awakener. I'm here to spark. Like I said, I'm a hub. I'm, you know, like think of you as yourself as like a dead battery, or a battery that's stalling out. And then you link to my energy and I jumpstart you a bit. You're not going to stay attached by them jumper cables, though. No, eventually you're going to, not even eventually. It's not like it's going to be no years or even hours. You're going to take them damn jumper cables off and drive around the block for about an hour and figure things out on your own. It's the same thing here. It's the same thing in this world. Spirit says stop being so codependent on others. On cards, on tarot readings. People's places, things in these groups. You want to know why my journey took me damn near fucking 12 years just to get to this point, where now I'll probably ascend quicker? But do you know why it took that long? Because I had to figure shit out on my own. Spirit makes you figure it out on your own. Because if not, you won't learn. And we all have different lessons. This person might be codependent on people. This person might be dealing with addiction in their family. So how can I teach you to heal? You may have been molested when you were a child. Trigger warning, I apologize. But some of you might have went through things like that, deep and dark, and maybe I have not. Right? So maybe we're healing from different things. Maybe I went through abandonment issues, and maybe both of your parents were there. So my healing is going to be set up and look a little bit different from yours, okay? My healing is going to look a lot different from yours. I'm just clearing some of this negativity. I feel a lot of heaviness. I feel a lot of just uncertainty, but not willing to give yourself the chance. No one can do this for you but you. Nobody's going to want this for you but you. Nobody's going to want a spell to work as bad as you are. If you're going to court and you want to do a court spell, guess what? It pays you to research it. Yeah, you can pay someone to do it. You can pay someone to do it, and you can have someone do it until you can get to those workings, but why not learn yourself? Because why? Nobody's going to want it more than you are. And you are divinely supported, Spirit says. You are so supported on this journey. You just have to start trusting yourself. You want to, have courage. Like I said, it's a lot of confidence issues going on. You want to have some courage about what it is that you're doing. You need the strength so that you can keep moving forward. You are divinely supported. A lot of the reason with some of you all that are, that's holding you back, are you guys have these sacral ties. These ties in your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is where your sex lays. Okay, your passion for your past partners, your abusers. Okay, this is how you learn to, where you was raised, where you learn to look at sex and look at others. So a lot of you guys have some cords there that need cleansed. And the divine is trying to work on cleansing those things out for you, but you've got to be strong as you go through these mountains. And you have to realize that you're going to go through most of these on your own. The reason is nobody can walk your path with you because it's your path and you must forge it for yourself. And if you take the time to meditate and really start getting into your studies and things like that, you're going to have these revelations. The only thing is what happens is you start getting the courage, getting the strength going on this path, and you really start feeling yourself. You start sitting up there and you're like, oh, I don't need this. I'm good. I'm healed. And you're not. Okay, and you stop these revelations from coming in. It's like Spirit's like, but damn, we was just about to shine on you, was just looking in. We were just about to show you some stuff and, oh, you don't need us no more? Oh, okay. You're going to just move on like that? Oh, okay. You'll be back. And it's this cycle that's starting over and over for you all. Have the courage to not just get halfway there. Have the courage to complete it, to finish. Okay? We're going to see where some of you guys' mind frames are at right now. Have the courage to complete it. Actually, let's talk to Spirit a little bit more about this courage and how you guys can build this courage up and get rid of these attachments. That's what we're going to work on. That's what we're going to talk to Spirit about real quick. How are we going to get rid of some of these attachments, Spirit? Spirit says one way is by choosing this enlightenment that's coming in on you. Like I said, stop going back and forth. Stop being so wishy-washy. Have the courage to forge past. Forge through. You're divinely supported right now. Okay? You're divinely supported. So have the courage to move through. Have the courage to not give up. To actually make the decision that you're going to move forward. And that you're going to accept these divine gifts and this divine support that you have coming in. And that it's okay that if you feel lonely sometimes because you have this divine strength. So what if the people aren't around? Some of the people don't need to be around. Some of the people you needed to cut off. Yeah, it's like you have people that are offering you things. There's knowledge being offered to you, but it's not what you want. So you're just like, oh, I'm over it. I give up. Quit being a baby. Okay? And I hate to say it like that, but literally quit sulking. Look at this cup you have. Okay, Spirit is literally giving you a cup out of nowhere, but you're like, oh, that's not how I want it. I thought it was going to be easier than this. Well, I'm just over this. I don't want to do it. Well, see, that's why most people don't last on this path. It's not easy at all. It's not handheld. People can gift you the knowledge, but it's up to you to unwrap the package. People can gift it to you. They can give you everything that you need. I used to have a friend, and she watches this, she's probably going to kill me, but like literally when I first started my business, she would come, buy all the candles, buy all my products, like one of my biggest supporters. It was lovely, right? She didn't use the shit. It would be on her bedroom floor. It would be all tossed around. She ain't use it. People can gift you whatever. It doesn't mean that you're going to use it. I have a group with tons of information. I've been putting information in there for about a year now. Tons of information. All you got to do is look through. People not going to look through. They want you to give it to them. That's not my job, Spirit says. So I'm not going to. And it's not about gatekeeping. It's not about anything like that. This is your journey. And it's not my place to thwart it. It's not my place to persuade you. Oh, do this. Read tarot. Tarot's fun. Tarot's cool. I love tarot. I love the tarot. But is it for everyone? No. You might throw bones better. So what if I get you into doing tarot and you never reach your gift in throwing bones? You may read tea leaves. You may practice bibliomancy. But I said tarot is the way to go. Because this is what I use. And now you've never developed your own path. And you're still not fulfilled because tarot never really, I mean, yeah, you can do it. You can do it okay, but it's not what you ever really wanted. You felt something deeper, more earthy. Oh, and one day you stumble along tea leaves and you're like, this is what I should have been doing all along. And this is why you must take your own path, because you never know where it might lead you. It's not going to lead you to the place where my path leads me. We all have our own mission. And even though we're all a collective and we're going to work together, we all have our own mission. Follow your mission. Spirit is saying right now, pick up your burden. Pick up your things and carry and go away. Follow your mission. Follow your lead. Take your things, your creativity, and you go. It is not for anyone else. You see that she's carrying all of these sticks by herself. That's not an easy load. And it looks like she's in the freaking desert. So I'm sure she's hot. That's why she's holding her head down. So she's going through some shit to learn and to get to that point of creativity. But she's at the 10 right now. She's completing these paths. When her head is down and she's being still and being humble like that, that's where she gets her revelations from. That's when she starts to see and starts to put things together and figure things out. And it's okay. It's okay to look up to people. It's okay to want to be along with like your mates or your friends or things like that. It's okay. But this is for you. Okay, this is for you. This is for no one but you. And Spirit says if you really want this, once again, you keep getting this lion. Once again, if you want this, you must have this strength. You must forge forward. It's going to be a tough road, like I said. So make sure that you take care of yourself along the way. Make sure you're gentle. Make sure you're showing compassion to yourself. Make sure that you're adorning yourself with your roses and your rose oil and sweetening yourself, okay? Make sure you're doing all those things because it is going to be a long road for you. Let's see where your mental's at real quick. We're not going to do too long a video. Yeah, truth. Finding out these revelations once again. Weighing these decisions and these options and these things that you have. Deciding to look at things for what they are and to go out into the world and find your own way. Forge your own way. Emotional withdrawal. Some of you guys just need to withdraw. Go near some water. Go to the beach. Sit. Meditate. Pray. Look, he's meditating. He's praying. Ask the divine. Ask the divine for knowledge, for wisdom. Pray to your ancestors, those that I love, of my highest light, of my highest good. Bestow upon me the greatest knowledge that you have. Fill my mind with positive thoughts and energy. Bring to me all of the wisdom that you have gained. Those are the things that I pray, and I think that's why my knowledge is like so deep in this tarot and stuff. Like, not bragging or anything, but seriously, like those are the types of things I pray. I ask my spirit guides, my ancestors of my highest white light, the divine, my angels, to bring those things to me, to give me the greatest wisdom, the deepest wisdom of the earth. Those are the things I ask for. Okay, so it's like even you have the materials, you have the resources, material harvest. If you have Google, which I know there's a lot of false information on the internet, so I don't mean it like that. Like, oh, if you got Google, no, there's a lot of false information. I get that. That could be on the internet. True. What I'm saying is, though, if you have Google, there's libraries, there's books, there's lots of free information out here. If you're in my group, it's Glamtique Online Lounge on Facebook. I think I have probably about 20 books in there right now, and I got about another 30 that I'm holding on to that I'll be releasing slowly in there. Not my books, of course, but just files that I put up in the group for free. They're not for sale or anything, right? We just put them up in there for people to share, to read. There's tons of things like that around, right? So you have to decide to use what you have. Even when things like you might feel like, oh, I don't have the money, I don't have the time to do those things, things are barren. You will be rewarded when you take the time to find this knowledge and to feed yourself regardless. Okay? You will be rewarded. Start researching. And just use a fine-tooth comb. I still research on Google. I learn stuff from the internet. I just make sure I'm like, if it seems a little too off, I might read maybe 3 books on it. Because we're going to do just like we would do if we had cancer. We're going to get a couple of opinions. And then we're going to say, oh, and then we're going to pray on it. And we're going to ask God about it. And God's going to tell you what to believe from that information. He's going to let you know, oh, that right there is some bullshit. That right there, yes, that's good information. That right there, be a little discerning. It's kind of like that, but it's not exactly how they put it. So yeah, use your mental. Understand. Some of you guys are coming into a phase, right? You have a phase ending. You're at this number 9. A phase is ending where you've been going through this dry, this parched area where you're birthing new things, new fertilities. Trust that. Trust that. You just have to get over this heartache and loss. And this is why you're trying to hold on to new people, right? Like I said, it's not the issue of the thing. It's the codependency of you. Okay? And Spirit is directly talking about that today. It's not the person. It's not the thing. The person is just the vessel. It doesn't matter who it is. You're going to try to hold on and attach to that person when you feel like you don't have anyone in your life. Right? When you feel like you're alone and you're going through these moments. The thing is, when you're alone and you're going through these moments, this is when you're going to get those revelations. This is when Spirit can talk to you and give you those downloads. If you keep someone around you constantly, you'll never get them. You'll never find your path because you'll constantly be thwarted by things that's going on around you all the time. Sit still. Spirit says, there we go. Getting back to those periods of rest. They are important. When you rest, you allow the universe to work on all the energies that you've been putting forth, all the manifestations that you've been working on and asking for. If you keep manipulating energies and moving around and hopping around and shit, nothing's going to get done because you're constantly manipulating these energies. Sit still. You're a tree. Don't tell anyone what you have going on. Have you ever heard a tree grow? Allow this growth. Allow this new birth. Allow this new fertility that you're coming into. You're in an Empress stage right now. Some of you guys might be actually giving birth. Some of you all might be giving birth to a new business, new ideas, partners, new relationships. Allow this growth to happen, okay? It's going to be a beautiful thing. It's going to really boost you up, and it's going to heal you. It's going to give you a lot. I mean, I feel like a lot from generations to come. Trees don't just grow for like a year. Trees grow for hundreds of years sometimes. This thing that you're birthing is something that's going to feed you and your family. Where if you've had famine before, it's going to feed you for generations to come. But you have to allow it in. The only way you allow it is if you have to follow the steps, Spirit says. Follow the steps. Follow the steps and remove, like I said in the very beginning, these sacral ties. You have to cleanse them. You have to cut them off. All these codependencies, these ties that you try to keep to everyone that comes into your life. And it's okay. Like I said, lean on people, learn from people. But it's time. It is time for you to trust yourself, to move forward and to work with yourself and allow this new you to be born. Quit holding back. Remain humble. Yes, quit telling everyone everything. Like I said, all of your plans, they're not for everyone. This is a time for you to do self-care and self-reflect. You're neglecting yourself right now. It's time for you to do self-care, though. You to do self-care and self-reflect. Take some time. Withdraw. And this is for a specific group of people. There's 2 groups of people out here right now. There's a group that have a healthy fear, where it's an anxiety, but they know they've been putting in good work, and that's why they're scared, because they're like, well, what the hell? I've been putting in good work. Why do I feel this way still? That's one group, right? But that group, it's okay, because there's this coming for them, and it's beautiful blessings. There's another group also where the shadow is extremely charged and trying to hold on, which is like right here. You're not making those strides. You say that you want to, but you keep going in a loop. And that's okay, because for everyone and everything, divine timing. And like I said in the beginning of the video, this is why I cannot tell you what to do. When the time is right, you will find it. This is not Christianity. Okay, this is you. Whatever your name is, this is David religion. This is Jonathan religion. This is Sarah religion. This is Nicole religion. I feel like some of your names might start with an S or an L. Okay, this is your religion. This belongs to no one but you. You are your own high priestess. You take time for your self-care. You take time for your knowledge. Okay, and you're protected while you do this, while you go through this rebirth. Spirit says also dance. Enjoy yourself. Okay? Enjoy yourself. Allow yourself to be reborn. Allow yourself, once again, go through this forest, right? But you keep going through this same cycle. Why? Because you keep getting codependent and going back to these people that you know are no bueno for you. Okay? Don't be afraid. Go through the fire. Go through it by yourself. And yes, I'm not going to lie to you. There's more fire ahead. You see it right there. But look at how you're dripped in that green and gold, and there's so much abundance around you. It's coming in. Things don't just go away. You just learn how to make it gets easier. You know how to deal with it. This fertility, this new birth, use your resources. Use your resources and decide what it is that you want. Make a decision. Okay? Stop contemplating and make the decision on what you want and decide to move forward with it. And use everything you have. Use all of your tools. Make time. Set aside time to study. This isn't one of those things where somebody just says, oh, go do this, and you go do it and you're done. No. Sit down. Set aside time to study. Make you your own ritual. Do your own baths. Okay? Do your meditation. Pull your own cards. Just buy you a deck. Buy you a cheap deck. Like I said, if cards isn't your thing, then find one that is. Like I said, if you like reading tea leaves, you might like runes. You might like playing cards, which is like cardomancy, I think. You might like bibliomancy. You might like divining with bones, throwing bones. Find your path. Only one that can find it is you. The only way that you're going to get it. And okay, so now Spirit's like yelling at us. Yes, quit wasting. Quit wasting time. Quit wasting money. Make a decision already. The moon is right there. You have so much moon in your reading today with this intuition right here too. You fight between these two devils all the time, but you know. It's like you let them have a hold of you. See that? You let them have a hold of you, but you actually know which way to go. You know you're supposed to go up. Why are you trying to go left or right? Why are you trying to follow someone else and what someone else does? Oh, because up above you're alone. Okay. Be alone. Spend that time alone. You're not alone. You have divine support. Remember, use your resources. Don't worry about pleasure right now. Don't worry about coming together and pouring into someone else right now. That's not what this is. Or someone pouring out into you. No, this is your fight and you pouring into yourself. Okay? That's what this is. Cut those cords loose. Do you a salt bath. Pray while you're doing it. Ask Spirit, remove any codependencies, any cords, any negativities, any attachments that I may have that are prohibiting me from moving forward and from seeing my light shine just as bright. I'm going to give you a couple of mudras and we're going to get out of here. Peace. Says inner peace, connection, and acceptance directs breath and awareness to upper chest and thymus, supporting the immune system, cultivate a sense of inner peace and self-healing. This is the element of air. Your instructions: bring the palms of your hands together in prayer position. Keep all fingers and the base of the palms together and gently bend the knuckles outward until the thumbs align side by side. Hold the hands slightly away from the body in front of the heart. Focus. I embrace the peace that is always within me. I embrace the peace that is always within me. This is what that guy was doing when he was just, when I was reading your tarot. You were at the beach, right? Look, you're at peace in your bath. You're allowing things to flow to you. You're using that divine support. Oh, I must have mixed it in. But you're at peace. You were sitting there on the beach with your hands in prayer. This is the mudra that you do. Okay, this is the mudra that you do to promote peace into your life. This is what you do. Okay, when you're feeling out of whack or like, oh, I need to call someone or something. No, center yourself, calm yourself, and invite that peace in. Invite that peace in. Okay? I hope this video have helped you some today, and I will be back to speak with you soon. Have a blessed one.